Dear speakers, guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you our little promo intern here. And of course, after the conference is before the conference, and so I'm delighted to give you an outlook as to what we'll be dealing with in 2024. Next year, the conference will take place in May, and it will be dedicated to 10-minute neighbourhoods. This is a very current topic as regards to having 10 million residents in Switzerland. This is a topic for us, whether or not this can be successful, how these can be put into practice, what the preconditions, the hurdles will be in terms of policy making and the framework for that. Looking back to 40 years ago when we had the introduction and of course the revision of the Spatial Planning Act. Of course now the spatial planning legislation is focused on densification in urban centres, and by 2050 a third of the Swiss population will or should be able to live in 10-minute neighbourhoods with a radius of about 500 metres, within which within 10 minutes, it will be possible to reach everything on foot. Everything we need in our daily lives, our workplaces, retailers large and small, various service providers, restaurateurs, coffee shops, etc., and also access to public transport. Now, this relies upon having two people who live there also essentially working there. Now, 10,000, or at least 10,000 to 5,000. So the ratio then of 2 to 1 of people who work there versus people who work elsewhere, because people no longer want to live far removed from where they work. We are familiar with this movement. And then, of course, there is all of the repercussions that go hand in hand with driving cars, what this means for road traffic, what this means for landscapes, what this means for the environment. And perhaps it's somewhat surprising that the trigger for 10-minute neighbourhoods actually came from here, from this auditorium. In 2013, it was here that the ETH's planning debate took place. And the focus at the time was whether Switzerland would become a city. And at that time, I was in the audience and I was working for an advisory company I was listening to a company presenting on this, and I really felt an urge to invest some research into this topic, this project. How do we plan for this sustainably? So perhaps to summarize, almost 3 years ago, I completed my dissertation on this topic, and the outcome of the research and having that message be carried out to the public is important for me to share that knowledge. And of course, this was in German at the time. And now there is a communication project that centers around short distances, and these are considered to be the future. And there are locations around Switzerland where posters will be presented, where there will be walks around certain cities to illustrate these issues, and I will be reporting on this. The focal point of the next conference will be to focus on these 10-minute neighbourhoods, and you'll be able to find further information on this topic on the website indicated on the slide. Please feel free to take a look and let us know if you have any input. You'll be able to follow our endeavours in this regard. And I hope that some of you in the room here today will be able to join us next year. Thank you.